this is a bit of an overlooked gem, isn't it? It's a movie made for Prime. It's a South African movie. And what this is, I think it was released last year, if I remember rightly. And what this is in inverted commas, in inverted commas, kooky comedy, which doesn't have those inverted commas. Yeah, everything's slightly heightened in this ridiculous tale in which no character comes out okay. There's nobody you think, oh, he's alright though, or she's alright. Everyone's a dick, and that's part of the charm of this. And another part of the charm is that there are no apostrophes. There are no speech marks. It's not a kooky with speech marks. It is a kooky comedy. And everyone plays it that way. None of the time do they ever wink at the camera. There's no irony. There's no, yeah, but some of these characters have got real problems. Yeah, they have, but as part of the plot. So, directed and co-written by Ari Kruger, this is a story of Justin Diamond, played by Carl Brooks, with a sort of nothing's ever gone wrong for me kind of feel. Straight ahead, nothing's ever gone wrong for me. He appears to be a medical insurance salesman who has a certain byline which is becoming very important to him. I wear a smartwatch, it's a Samsung smartwatch, and it's made me go out walking and all of that, because you get your steps in and you can close all your hearts. It's not a medical thing, but he's got one of those. As he says, you can have whatever smartwatch you like. I wouldn't tell you how much this cost, 20 grand. And he has a package that is linked, it seems, to some kind of commercial success, presents, offers. So you can, if you get certain steps in and certain physical exercise and all of that, you can become a platinum member. And I suppose there's some money involved in that. You buy in some way. We do see him talking to various couples who seem to, and people at work who seem to be delighted. A chef who says, we're going to go with this. Yes, chef. So he's really successful at this. He's got a family, and and on the face of it, happy family. A wife who says that things are good with her husband. I can initiate sex just by wearing a towel, she says. That won't be the case later on, because Carl is rather preoccupied. This is the kind of comedy in which people make decisions and that really affects their lives, livelihoods, futures, and really affects the film. That's never told better than in the increasingly poor decisions of Todd Margaret. That series, which, if you've not seen it, seek it out. My word, it sits slightly to the left of this, or to the right, but it's skewed compared to this. This is more mainstream, I suppose. So, Justin has made a decision, and that is to have an affair, or to actually, yes, have an affair, to have sex with a woman who works, it seems, at his local gym, or his local, or the place where he is not an employee, I suppose, but a consultant. He is actually filmed having sex with her while he's on a Bosu ball, one of those bouncy balls. That will become apparent later on. She's not keen to let the relationship go. She immediately says to him, oh, I've told my mum about this, and he says, can't do that, I'm having an affair, I'm stopping this right now. She's not keen on that and demands R1 million to go away. She's so flaky, she forgets she's done that really when he gets her the money by raiding one of his accounts and not telling anybody, of course. She forgets that and really acts as if they're on a date. So he's thinking, what do I do? Recently, his brother Dovey played with real openness by Emmanuel Castis, has arrived back on the scene. He has been to jail because he apparently, allegedly, foreshadowing, I won't tell you more about this, but it's in the film, allegedly driving a car into someone while he was drunk and going to jail for that. He's since been on the shady side of things. However, he is the person that Justin goes to, even though he, first of all, it was at his daughter's bar mitzvah, or bat mitzvah if you like, and he didn't want Dovey around, but he goes straight to him when he says, this person who he's having the affair with, who won't go away, needs to be frightened. Now, Dovey's got a couple of henchmen, neither of whom seem to know, but they don't seem to be in the higher league of henchmen. Let's talk about that. If there was a Premier League, they'd probably be in the 4th division of henchmen. Dovey gets the address wrong. They go around and get beaten up because the person that they're going to is some kind of judo or karate master, and one of the henchmen, in a fit of anger, kills her with a tiny gun. I've never seen such a small gun. It's like the kind of gun you'd get from a cracker. But he shoots her, kills her. That makes one of the... it's a sausage maker, so you see him putting sausages in skins while he's talking. Remember that film, I can't remember which one it is, where Christopher Eccleston is the bad guy, and he's called the Carpenter because he's always whittling and making things that is terrible. And this is just it's just a piss take of that sort of thing. He hires Milton Shaw, who plays Henko, who's a shorts and socks pulled up wearing gentleman, to kill the person who killed his daughter. So you can see how things are spiralling out of control, can't you? In the middle of that, you've got his wife, who has now been turned down by her husband twice, even though she's wearing a towel both times. Second time she said, babe, I'm wearing a towel. Yeah, I'm just really stressed at the moment. Her friend has ordered a supposedly lifelike, supposed to be John Bon Jovi looking male doll with fully working genitalia that you can take off and put back on again, and you can make bigger when she does. She is disgusted by that. And it's Julia Anastasopoulos who plays her. It's Natalie. Plays her with a kind of feeling of rebirth, really. At the end of this movie, she won't want the life she's had before on Team Diamond, but she orders one of these. It's supposed to be Antonio Banderas. It looks nothing like him. It's extraordinary. It's really badly done, but she seems to love it. When Justin breaks into the room where she is, one of the rooms that's not really used in the house, and finds her talking to this doll who's lying in bed, the first thing he says is, it's Antonio Banderas. It looks nothing like him. Beautifully done. So, it's got... That's happening. In the meantime, he has got a crisis of conscience, Justin, because he thinks that his lover has been killed. Now she's dead, alright? He has a crisis of conscience, goes to the local rabbi. It's a Jewish family, and the local rabbi, who Dovey says, well, I saw him in the betting shop the other week, can't be him. He gives him the R1 million and says, I'm giving it to this charitable institution so that you can have the building refurbished, painted. He puts half of it on a bet, and they have to get the £1 million back. Extraordinary scenes occur which see the rabbi in hospital and see them nobbling two jockeys. You can see where it's a beautiful, kooky movie. Things spiral out of control. It leads to a shootout at the house. It leads to the tasering of a naked lifeguard at one point. It leads to them trying to kill the henchman, henchman, and dumping his body overboard after he tries to fight back because he's not dead. He's got incredible recuperative powers, Henko. He's a big fella. These things are extraordinary, and in the end, it's a love story. It's a story of reconnecting. Only connect. That's what was said. Only connect is the hardest thing. Dovey and Justin connect. And Justin, at the end of it, may be seeing his life change completely. The relationship with his family change completely. He's lost something, gained something. Nobody really suffers. Apart from those people who are dead, of course. Quite a few of them. But nobody really, nothing comes back on Justin or on Dovey. There are no police involved. I don't think I see police at all during this film. It's a real caper movie, but it's a heightened. Everyone's slightly heightened. Once things start to get faster, Carl Books as Justin Diamond cannot keep up with this at all, and he's trying to keep his head above water, and the absolute fear on his face is beautiful. It's a beautifully judged performance. Same with Emmanuel Castis as Dovey, who is just a lovable guy who's taking the kind of killing and stealing and everything else and roughing up in his stride, because that's the kind of thing he does. Beautiful performances and rare performances, because you don't see this kind of, I'm just going to do a kooky oddball comedy. A caper comedy. Are you? No one's doing that now. Well, I am. That's the beauty of this. I love this. It's a great, great movie. And it's been overlooked. It's also because it's a South African movie, but it's a great movie because it's uncompromising. And you know what? People don't really want that now. They want things hedged around. They want, well, on the one hand this, but maybe if you don't like it, it could be this as well. No, this is an oddball screwball comedy, which is all slightly enhanced. And if you don't like that, there's nothing else. That is something to be proud of. I personally love it. It won't be for everybody, but if you like it, there's loads of that in this movie to go around. Ta-ta.